I'm in a field. I'm surrounded by a big tall grass. I'm by myself, just in the grass.
Have you landed on the ground yet?
Yes,
Look at yourself. You feel like you have.
yes,
Look down at your feet. How many toes do you have?
I have 10 toes.
Look at your hands. How many fingers do you have?
I have 10 fingers.
Look at your skin tone. What color is it?
It's dark color, dark skin.
Are you wearing any clothing?
No,
Do you feel female, male, or both?
female.
Are you carrying any?
I'm carrying a baby.
Look at your baby. Is it a boy or girl?
It's a boy.
Look into their eyes. You're able to recognize their soul. Easy.
My son.
Beautiful. Describe the surroundings. What do the surroundings look like?
Just we're out in this field. It's like I'm hiding, and I'm just trying to protect him. We're hiding in the tall grass.
Where are you hiding from?
There's someone that's trying to take him away from me, and I'm not going to let him.
Do you
And
see?
I'm scared.
Go ahead.
I'm scared.
Do you see that person?
No, we're just hiding in this tall grass, and I don't know where to go to. I leave him in the grass.
Uh-huh. What are you doing?
I leave him in the grass because I can't go any further with him. So I want to find help. I don't know what to do. Just don't know what to do. I hear them coming, and I can't go any further. My feet hurt.
Why do your feet hurt?
I've been going a long time, and my feet are raw. I think I've been walking barefoot, and my feet are red and raw. They hurt.
Telling me what happens next of importance.
It's a group of men. They reach us, and they pick up my son. And I'm screaming for them not to take him. They take him from me.
What do these men look like? Do they look like you?
They're darker skinned, and I'm lighter dark skinned. They're darker skinned, and they have like headdresses, like the African headdresses on them, and they're smirking and picking him up, and I'm screaming, and they take him and they just leave me.
Do you feel your son is young or toddler? Or
Little baby.
how many men are they?
What?
How many men are there?
A lot, like 5 or 6.
What happens? They take your child, and then what happens to you?
They just leave me, and I'm weeping in the grass. And there's a woman that finds me.
Tell me about this woman.
She seems kind. She picks me up and she carries me to some, like, a village. She lays me on a cot, and then some other women come in, and they're fixing my feet. My feet are just raw. They hurt. They're putting this stuff on my feet. I'm just sad. Couldn't protect my son.
Do you feel that you knew those men that took your son away?
No, I don't think so.
Look into their eyes. Do you recognize any one of theirs?
Yes, my mom.
One of them is your mother?
Yes, I think so.
Tell
She
me
was
your ways.
evil.
Go ahead.
She was evil.
Tell me your ways. These women that are caring for you. Moving time. Tell me what happens next of importance.
I live with the women and they teach me things, basic things. Gotta cook. I cook. I cook for them.
How do you feel? Do you still feel sad?
No, I'm happy when I'm cooking. I'm cooking and there's something that happens when I cook. It's like light that goes into the food. And I'm happy doing that. The light goes into the food and they eat it. They eat the food and I'm happy. It's like big, like light comes from my hands into the food, into it's like big bolts of light come from my hands into the food, and they dance and I'm happy. I'm happy doing that.
Keep moving time to see if anything else happens of importance within this life. You're there now. Anything else?
No,
Go ahead and go to the last day of this life. You're there now. Last day of your life. Tell me what that looks like.
I'm laying on something. I'm dying. I know that I'm dying, and
You said there's this what?
there's this like young man like kneeling over me, holding my hand.
Who is he?
It's my son. He found me.
Let's go back in time to that time and space right before he finds you. Let's go ahead and find him and view through his perspective. Tell me, where is he right before he's able to get back to you? Where is he? What does he look like?
He's light skinned too. He somehow the somebody in the village that I'm in found him and told him what happened.
Somebody in the
So
village told him what?
someone in the village that where I was found him. I think because we looked different. We were light skinned. We didn't have dark skin. And they found him. The men and the that took him that wanted him to be a fighter. He didn't want to be a fighter. And some women in the village found him and brought him back to me when I was dying. He was tender. The women told me that they would take care of him before I died. And he sat with me before I died, as I was dying.
How old do you feel he is now?
Confused. He was confused. I think he was like in his 20s. He was a young man.
Did you get to conversate with him at all? Before
No, not by voice. I felt him though. He just seemed confused, but he was tender with me. And the women were around him and they had their hands on his back. And they were telling him about my hands and the light that comes from my hands.
has anyone explained to him what happened? How you became separated?
Yes, yes, they told him.
Good. Does he say anything to you before you pass?
He just says he's sorry and he didn't want to be a fighter and that he would stay in the village, that he wouldn't leave because he didn't want to be a fighter. I felt close to him.
Any last thoughts as you take your last breath?
I feel at peace.
Go ahead and take your last breath and tell me what happened to your soul. When you leave the body, tell me, what do you do next?
I walk amongst flowers, but it's not flowers like our flowers here. They're lighter and airier and they're not in dirt. They're just fields of flowers, but they're not in dirt. And I'm at peace there. Just back and forth in the flowers.
Go ahead and leave that life. Let's go to another important time where we will find answers that we seek for your highest healing. We're there now. Tell me what you see inside.
A cottage. There's a cottage and like it's my cottage and I'm tending to the garden. There's a light in the window, and the light's calling to me to go in the house. I'd rather be in the garden.
Keep moving time. Keep moving time. Tell me what happens next of importance.
It's my hands again. The light in the house. I can feel the light in the house in my hands. That's pulling me into the house. So I leave the garden and I go into the house, and there's a book. My hands are drawn to the book. My hands keep doing something. They're It's the light again. It's the light coming from my hands into the book. Like beams of light go into the book, and then the book, I don't know what the book's doing. It's like a big book, like a big record of something, like records of things, I don't know. My hands are, it's like they're manipulating the book, like the what's going on in the book. It's light. It's just light keeps shooting out of my hands. And then I take a break. It's something that I do. I did something with my light in my hands. The book is important to get my parents know that I'm in this house, and they make sure that no one bothers me in the house. Whatever I'm doing with my hands is important.
Look at this book. Are there any designs that stand out? Anything that you can recognize or understand within it? You're able to know exactly what you're looking at.
It's words, but it's not English words. I don't understand the words, but it's words. Lots and lots of words. There's holes in the book where I think my hands burned holes in the book. But they're not burned holes, they're clean holes. They're like perfect circles, and they're clean. The book is good. It's the book of love, I guess. Like what? It's good, but I don't know the words.
Do you feel like you're younger or older?
I'm older. I'm like old. Not old and like kind of old and lonely, but kind of like no, I know what I'm doing is good, but I'm alone and just do that work. And when I go into the garden, it's the break from doing the work with my hands. And I have visitors sometimes. I help the visitors. Oh God, like people, like I'm hidden. I'm a secret. People don't tell people they're going to see me. And they come and I help them. I use my hands on their heads a lot. But I'm a secret. No one can know. It's important that no one knows. I think my parents knew and they protected me and kept me hidden.
When the people come, where do they come? How do you work with them? Why are they there?
So all kinds of things like mostly illnesses, a lot of mental illness too. And it's my hands. It's not like my hands have light, and I don't think I touch the people. It's from afar. People bring their children to me, and they trust me. They promise to keep me secret so that no one can find me. I do touch the babies. The babies that come, when I hold them, something like they come to life. I can make things come to life. Yeah, I can make things, something about making things come to life. My hands are really, really powerful. Really, really powerful. Someone brought me their baby had died, and I held the baby. I came back. I think I didn't even know I could do that. I did. I don't know how people know where I am. Somehow they find me. And that's what I do.
Beautiful. Go ahead and keep moving. Moving. Let's move to another important time in this life, another important time. Tell me what's going on now.
My parents stopped coming. I think I know that they've died. I've done a lot. I feel ready to go. I think I just one day make a decision that it's time to go. I think I just go. I just decide that I'm done with that life. I'm done. I think I take the book. Yeah, I've decided I'm done. And I take the book and I burn the book. And I sit and I watch the fire. My hands are still doing the thing in the fire. My hands in the fire are like going back and forth. And that's it. I'm done. I decide. I go. I just go back into the house. And I passed peacefully. I was done. Didn't take long. I left right away.
Going back to the book, can you tell me, were you ever able to figure out what it was about, this book?
Yeah, it was like different timelines of different stuff, and like it was evil, and I was changing it. Like I was something about it was evil that I could change with my hands.
Why do you say that it was?
No, it was different than that. It was like there was the book didn't have evil. There was evil around. There was I don't know what it was, but there was evil around, and the book was a different way. The book was a different way, and my hands could bring it to life, whatever was in the book. But I don't know. I don't know what was in the book. It was something different than what was happening outside. I don't know how I got the book.
Let's go back in time to how you came into the possession of this book. We're there now. You're able to see and sense everything. Tell me what's going on.
I was a little girl. There were people talking to my parents. They were whispering. I knew they were talking about me. And my parents seemed confused. They didn't understand what was being said. People talking to my parents had the book. They said it belonged to me.
What these people look like?
And kind of what you would think of as like what Amish people would look like. No, they weren't Amish, but they just kind of looked like that. And they just kept saying the book belonged to me. My parents put it away. I think they just put the book away. Yeah, they put it away when I was probably like a teenager. I think my parents still kind of they protected me for some reason. I was by myself and I found the book. When I found the book, I could feel my hands do this thing. And then I just, like my hands had their own, like a mind of their own. They just like did this thing with the hands and the book and I I didn't know then what it was doing. Just like the light and my hands are really hot right now. Like really hot.
How old were you when those people found you? How old were you when they handed that book over to your parents?
Like 2 or 3. I was little. I mean, I was old enough to hear them whispering and knew they were talking about me. So maybe I was a little bit older. Maybe 3 or 4. I was little, but I think I was smart. I was, like, I knew what they were talking about. I was curious. My parents were just confused. Like I could see through the wall. I could see through the wall. I saw my parents talking to these people.
You're able to listen in very clearly. Do they tell them, why is this your book?
Something about her name is written in the book.
What is your name?
Sanson? Sanson?
Sanson?
Sanson? I don't know. Sanson?
You're able to see it very clearly, exactly the name. Spell it out.
Sansun. Sanson. Sanson.
Anything else that they say of importance?
Yeah, they just said she will know what to do when she is ready. She will know what to do with the book when she is ready. You don't have to tell her. She will know. They left and they were happy, like they were joyful.
Is there anything that they're wearing? Anything that stands out in them? Any jewelry, any symbols that you recognize?
No, not like that, but what they're wearing seems very like buttoned up and like stiff, but really they're not like that. They're joyful and they're joyful, even though their appearance looks stiff.
Look past their experience. Go ahead, look past that. You're able to see and sense. Is that their true form?
Oh no.
What do they really look like?
They're like just balls of light. Like just light. Joyful light, like just light. Like it's one big, I think there were three there, but they're just a ball of light. Moving fast, moving really fast. They're so joyful.
What happens to them after they are done delivering the book? Where do they go?
Well, they're around me, but they're just there, like close to source. It's like they surround me with that ball of joyful light. And this joy. I've not a word for it. I don't have a word for it.
Take us to a time and space where you're working with this book and you've figured out exactly what to do with it. We're there now. Tell me what you see and sense.
So the book teaches me so I guess I can read the book. No, I can't read the book, but it gives me messages. So it's like the book speaks to me. I can't really read it. It helps me. The book is what helped me help the people that came to see me. Like I could open the book to a page and I would know. I would just know I wouldn't read it, I would just know. But I relied on the book. I think I already knew all this stuff. The book just, I think I got power from the book, like how to help. I got energy from the book. I don't know. I would know like someone came to see me. I would know what page to open to. And then maybe it would go back and forth in with my hands. I think like some people like would use a crystal or would use something. I used the book. The book was what helped me. And something that I did helped whatever was in the book. I don't know. Something about, like I would make potions too. Like when people would come, I would make potions and I would always use my hands to like put light into whatever I was making. I could see the light go into it from my hands. It was something like sacred knowledge. It just for me then, it just was what it was. I think people thought I was weird, but they trusted me. I was kind of like witchy looking, I guess. But people weren't scared of me. They trusted me.
Go ahead and go to the last day of your life. Last day of your life. Tell me what's going on now.
Yeah, it was like I decided I'd done what I was here to do. And it was just time to go. And so I think maybe even I drank a potion and I left. I just was done.
This potion that you drank left, what was within it?
I don't know. I think I could just think what I think the potion just was to help me relax. And I did the thing with my hands again and over the potion. And I drank it and I just peacefully left. I don't know what was in the potion.
Can I please speak to the higher self?
Yes,
Am I speaking to Karen's higher self now?
yes,
All the aid you've given us today. I know that you hold all the records of lives. May I ask you questions?
yes,
If you could tell me, first of all, you took her to the life where she was, like a, a land where there were, she had her child, and these men took her child from her. Why did you take her to that life? What was the purpose of showing her that?
showing her that not everything is as it seems, and that understand why her son is in her life now. She understands.
Wonderful. Anything else you want her to know about that life that you showed her?
The feet thing, the feet, like why she has a hard time being in her feet. So it's so painful. Her feet were so painful, and how why she can't feel her feet sometimes. She has a hard time staying grounded in her feet. Why her feet hurt. And that's it.
Thank you. And then you took her to a life. Oh, even in that life, she was working with light in her hands, cooking food for the woman. Tell me more about this light. Can you explain what's happening with?
Yeah, just showing her that her energy is powerful. And working with her hands is important. Her hands are very important. And her hands have light coming from them. So when she cooks or when she does anything with her hands, just for her to know that it's powerful, comes from her heart. It's healing. And even when she doesn't know that she's doing it, she's doing it. And for her to know that that's why when people think something she's cooked or made is so much better than anything they've ever had, it's not the food. It's the light that comes from her hands. It's important, very important.
Life you showed her with her son. Is that on Earth or somewhere else?
That was on Earth.
And then you showed her a life where she was a healer, powerful healer, and she was a child. She was born, and there were these beings that came. She said that they were light beings. Is that what they were?
Yes, they were light beings. They are light beings. She's one of them.
Oh, wonderful. And when they came, were they incarnated on Earth or did they come from somewhere else?
Yeah, they were not incarnated. They come from source.
Was this Earth or somewhere else that this happened?
It was on Earth.
This time and space. What time and space was that she had these abilities and handed her the book?
Hundreds of years. A long time.
Is there an era that we would be familiar with it?
Like like the Druids or the Celtic people or something like that.
And tell me, what was the purpose? Why did they do that? Why did the light beings come and bring her this book?
She came to be light and to spread light, but it was hard, and she kind of came ahead of her time or something like that. And the book was to help. It was just to help her.
Can you tell me, higher self, can you connect us to these light beings that she is? They are? Would like to speak to them now. Greetings.
Yes,
Thank you. It's an honor to be speaking to you. Love you, honor you, and respect you. May we ask you questions?
yes.
Thank you. Can you tell us more about you and who you are?
There's light, like this light. We didn't know it'd be so hard for her. She came to help. All we know is love and light and joy. This other stuff we don't know anything about. We don't know. I don't know what that feels like. We know that been having a hard time. And we're here to help her.
Are you here with her now?
Yes,
Tell her how you can help her.
that she knows that we're here, that we're always here. We watch over her. We always keep her safe. Always. We know that it's been hard. We're here. And she's very, very, very powerful. And she's been hidden for a very long time. And we know that that's been hard. We love her. We love her so much. Love her so much. She can call on us to help her. She does not. She, she does not have to do this alone.
Tell me more about you. Is there a realm or dimension that you're from?
Higher than the angelic realm. It's like so many dimensions. Not a name for it.
Thank you. Any other messages for her before we begin the body scan?
We will continue to bring her the gifts. She believes now. We will continue.
Beautiful. If I could please speak back to her higher self now.
Okay.
Higher self, thank you for such a profound experience with both of those lives that you showed. Is this a good time to begin her body scan now?
Yes.
Thank you. If you can now, let's go ahead and begin her body scan now. Would you like to call forth any benevolent beings or archangels to assist you during the body scan?
Archangel Michael.
Thank you.
Archangel Metatron.
Okay, you said Michael, Metatron.
Gabrielle.
Beautiful. Higher self, connect us to Archangel Michael, Metatron, and Gabrielle. If I could please speak to all three of them now. Greetings, Archangel. May I please speak to you?
Yes.
Thank you for speaking to us. We love you, honor you, and respect you. Higher self has asked for your assistance. If you could please assist in scanning her body, her entire body now, from head to toe, looking for any negative energies, entities, technologies, anything that we need to heal first. Let me know what you see and sense.
Something in her heart.
Let's scan her heart now. Let's see what's within her heart. Is that an energy, an entity, or technology?
Technology.
Tell me more about this technology. What does it look like? What does it do?
It's dark. Most of it's been removed. Just a little piece left. A small little piece. It's still in there.
Can you tell me when did this enter her heart?
When she was little. It's been there a long time.
What was going on with her then that allowed for this to attach?
She felt abandoned. She was alone. And she was scared. She was always scared. Always scared. So much fear.
Why was there so much fear?
She was scared of her mom. She didn't trust her mom. Her mom was cold. She just wanted her mom to love her. Her mom wouldn't. She wouldn't do it. Wasn't going to.
And we know that her mother was one of the men that took away her baby, and that left her healing the time and space, and this time and space where this technology came in. And let's expire the technology there in her heart and start transmuting it. Can you all do that?
Yes.
Thank you. What has it been causing her by being in her heart?
Her heart had help. heart palpitations. Usually just a regular heartbeat.
Good. So let's go ahead and heal any irregularity it has caused in your heart. Anything else? We're healing it. Fire and love light. Can you all do that?
Yes.
Thank you. Let's go ahead and continue scanning her body. Let's go ahead and find all that. Scanning her deeply, therapy, or any entities in her. Or see and sense, feel, no more than really. Very good.
Something in her neck and throat.
Scan that area now. See what kind of entity is that? Is that an archon, a reptilian, or earthbound, or something else?
It's earthbound.
Continue now with the symbols. Let me know when it's contained.
It's contained.
Good. Let's keep scanning her now. Let's find all entities in her. Find them all. Where else does she have entities?
Right hip bone.
What kind of entity is that? Reptilian, archon, or earthbound?
An archon.
Continue now with the symbols. Let me know when it's contained.
It's contained.
Good. Let's start neutralizing that archon there out of her hip bone. Can you all do that?
Yes.
We're providing love light there and phoenix fire as well. And tell me, when did this archon attach to her head?
She was 30. It attached when she was 30.
What was going on with her then that allowed for it to attach?
She wasn't taking care of herself. She had kind of checked out for a while. She just wasn't taking care of herself.
Thank you. What has it been causing by being there in her hip?
Pain, tightness.
Let's go ahead and start healing that area now. And we'll get back to it. Let's continue scanning her. Where else does she have entities? Scan her deeply, thoroughly.
In her knees, both of her knees.
What kind of entities are those? Reptilians, archons, or earthbound?
It's archons.
Contain them now. Let me know when they're contained.
They're contained.
Go ahead and start neutralizing them now. Open fire and love light. Can you all do that?
Yes.
Tell me, when did these attach to her?
At the same time as the hip. It all happened at the same time. She was headed down the wrong path. She just wasn't taking care of herself. She had not taking care of herself. She was abusing herself.
Anything else attached around this time besides these two?
No.
Good. Phoenix fire, we're neutralizing them now. Let's continue scanning her. Where else does she have entities at?
Her left big toe. It's reptilian.
Continue now with the symbols. Let me know when it's contained.
It's contained.
Just one toe? Is it just one toe?
It's all of the toes in the left foot.
Good. Let's continue scanning her. Where else does she have entities at?
That's it.
The archon in her right hip bone, is that completely neutralized out?
Yes.
And then can we also improve her eyesight? Can you start doing that for her?
Yes.
Thank you. Healing it now, and I'm going to ensure there's nothing rooted to that that's attached to that. Can you scan deeply?
Nothing attached.
What's causing it? Poor eyesight.
She gets frustrated. She gets frustrated that she can't see what's next or doesn't know what's next. She just needs to trust. It's all good. She's good. She's done so much work. She's good. She doesn't always need to know what's next. We want to surprise her. It's all good.
Oh, that's fun. Surprises. Good.
She likes magic, and we want to show her magic.
Beautiful.
She's doing just fine.
Good. Healing her eyesight. Thank you.
Yes.
And the discoloration in her face. What is causing that?
It's the same thing. It goes back to her being hidden. It's like she's finally going to be able to reveal herself. She's been hidden for so long. The face is getting better too as she reveals more of herself. It was like a mask for her to stay hidden. She no more need to hide. She doesn't need to hide anymore. She's good.
Beautiful. Thank you. Healing all discoloration in her face now. Her all skin. Thank you. Can you do that?
Yes.
Good. Now, okay, let me go through the list to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. Negative chords. Michael, can you scan her? Does she have
No cords.
that again?
No cords.
Good, good. Okay, how about any negative implants? Hooks. Scan her deeply, thoroughly. Any negative implants or hooks?
No, none.
Amazing. How it's pretty amazing. As you know, a lot of people have a lot going on. What is the main reason why? You know, you said she's been working on herself. Anything else she needs to know? How is she so clear?
She's been doing the work. She's always doing the work. She doesn't realize how far she's come. She's always doing the work.
And I just want to ensure that we don't miss anything. So if you can scan her for any other negative technologies, wires, rods, anything else we're missing.
She does have a rod in her neck.
Okay, let's go ahead and start transmuting and expiring that out now. Can you do that?
Yes.
Can you tell me when did this rod attach there to her neck?
It attached recently.
What was going on with her that allowed for it to attach?
She wasn't trusting the process. She's gotta trust. Gotta trust.
Transmuting that now. Removing that. And expire love light. Thank you. And let's go ahead and heal any dental issues that she may have. And then age regressor. How many years can we age regress her higher self?
17.
Beautiful. Start the process now. Can you do that?
Yes.
All right. And also healing her any blocked or misaligned chakras. Can you do that?
Yes.
Opening up her third eye, activating her abilities as well. Can you do that? And healing her auric field. Can you do all that?
Yes.
Good. Higher self, Archangel Michael, can you scan for any fractured soul pieces? Does she have any? Is her soul whole?
Yes.
Good. Beautiful.
Yes. Her soul is whole.
Good. Did she have any negative contracts?
Yes, she did, but that's done. That's gone away.
Good. Okay. And then can we also delete any inverted timelines if it's necessary, if it's needed? Higher self, can you do that?
Yes.
Thank you. Start the process now. And then can we heal all current life trauma and past life trauma? Can you do that now?
Yes.
Good. Start the process now. Now she has a couple questions. Higher self, has the rod been fully removed out of her yet?
The rod is gone.
Good. Let's Phoenix Fire and Love Light there. And let's go ahead and Phoenix Fire and Love Light anywhere else in her body that she may need. We want to ensure that it's fully organic and clear. Can you do that?
Yes.
Beautiful. So let's higher self. May I ask the questions she has? The next one here is relationships. How can she best handle the dynamics with her family origin? It is extremely toxic, and she wants to know if if it is best for her to completely remove herself from this, or is there something that she can do to help her brother, who is totally blind? What is her role in this, and why did she choose this family?
She came to spread joy. The family just, the mom in particular, just didn't want any part of it. She actually came to help, but they don't really want any help. They just are, so it's not your responsibility. You're doing a good job of shielding yourself and having boundaries. You're doing it right now.
Beautiful. Thank you.
They don't want your help. They don't want to be helped right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're not ready.
Okay, thank you. And then she wants to know what are her spiritual gifts and how can she help open herself up to receiving these gifts? We definitely got to see that today. Anything else you can tell her?
No, she understands now, and she'll start to see more as she starts to just really embrace it. She can already feel her hands. They're really, really hot. Really hot.
Beautiful. Thank you. Continue activating those for her, those gifts. Thank you. And then she wants to know what is her spiritual path and how can she be more in alignment to the path?
She's actually more in alignment than she thinks. She's on her path. More will be revealed. But she's on her path. She just needs to keep herself clean and remember when she gets frustrated that it just means she's not really taking care of herself. She's got to keep herself clean. Clean eating, clean drinking, just clean. She is on her path. She's doing fine.
Wonderful. Thank you, higher self. Thank you. Okay. And she also knows, is there anything else that would be beneficial for her to know at this time and space? Anything else, higher self, that we could have asked and we haven't?
Yeah, just give yourself a break. Doing good. You're all good.
Any last messages, higher self, for her?
No. Just we love you.
Thank you, higher self, for such a beautiful, profound session. Have we completed her session today, and have we set her up for her most organic timeline and path?
Yes.
Thank you, higher self, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Gabrielle, anyone else who assisted today with her beautiful healing. We love you, honor you, and respect you. Higher self, I will bring her back now, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Take your time. Welcome back. When you're ready, you can sit up and drink some water. Wow, that was fun.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, my hands are still hot.
Beautiful. Let's really come online with those lives, huh? Wow. I could see and sense it all happening with me. Session. That was powerful. You should connect to that book. Because all that information, it's now downloaded into you.
Uh-huh.
Access it. Yeah, remember that you can do that, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to see that you're going to be so profoundly connected, even more so than you've ever been. And it's going to feel very different, very different. Some of these answers that sometimes you don't get an answer to instantly. So yeah, beautiful job. So proud of you. You did amazing.
That was very easy to go under. Like, that was surprising.
I think, yeah, especially because you did so much work within yourself. Love to see you as a healer. You're amazing. I could see that child, how it came back to life. That was crazy cool, huh?
I know.
Oh.
It was like in that lifetime, it was like just matter of fact. It wasn't even like it was like it was like it was easy. There was no hard work. It was easy.
Well, that's been removed. No more hard work needed.
Well, and when you were doing the energy healing portion of it,
Yes.
there was like lots of lots of things. I didn't feel my legs for a long time, but in my head there was lots of like things that would show up, and then it was almost like one of the archangels would come in and sweep the thing away, like would just take whatever this thing was. And it was people. It wasn't people that I knew, but it was like faces and people, and something would come in and just sweep it away.
Wow. Amazing.
And then I forgot to tell you, I thought about this. I forgot to tell you my dream last night. I had a dream about our session.
Tell me.
But it was people in my life trying to keep me from going to the session.
Of course.
So it was the dream was that I told my family that I couldn't go to dinner. I had this session with you. And I don't think they knew what the session was. I can't remember, but it's like they were doing everything they could to keep me from get me late to the session, or to keep me from being in the session. And then I was driving to the session and my mother was telling me the wrong route. Isn't that crazy?
It is, but it's also very phenomenal because basically you dreamt it so that you can transmute it and remove it.
Yeah.
You dreamt it. So the very moment in time and space that we are here is because you already worked on this with your higher self as you were sleeping, so that you wouldn't have any obstacles, so that they wouldn't get in your way. So it's another example of how you worked on it while you're sleeping, so that you could connect very easily today.
Uh-huh.
You're amazing, amazing. You are.
Yeah. Wow.
I recognize it because you are phenomenal. Yes. I hope to see you perhaps in a retreat or in a course. You are so beautiful. It'd be amazing to see what you could do with those hands there.
Thank you.
Thank
This
you.
was
You are so
amazing.
beautiful.
Thank you.
I feel so blessed to be here with you.
Thank you.
Thank
I feel blessed.
you.
I feel blessed to have come across you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, sister. All right. Thank you, sister. It is once more an honor to have been able to work with you. I love you, honor you, and respect you. May you have a beautiful, glorious day.
You
Thank you.
too. Thank you.
Mwah.
Bye.
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 I love you.
Love
Bye.
you too. Bye.
Greetings. It is such an honor to be here with you explaining what Galactic Soul History book series is about. I am Aurora. I am the founder of A.U.R.A Hypnosis Healing, which you will find here in our beautiful books. Book one. Every part of this book is divinely beautiful, beginning from the cover and the amount of wisdom and knowledge that is being shared. This book began by A.U.R.A Hypnosis Healing Technique by conducting past life regression on over 330 clients within the last 3 years, where they told their galactic history, their soul journeys, explaining who they were beyond the veil, beyond this earth, in the dimensions, in a universe. These different higher self expressions surprise me just as much as they're going to surprise you. You're going to start reading this book and you're going to want to learn more and more about these different expressions, not wanting to stop. Through these past life regressions, the clients were able to remember consciously what is within the subconscious as far as where it is that they've traveled throughout time and space, their souls have traveled, and they were able to share histories of different dimensions, planets, and universe and alternate worlds that brought forth pieces of the puzzle, pieces we had thought that we had forgotten. And through every self-expression that they share and these different past lives that they're sharing or future, we learn to be able to remember self, because as we are all fractals of one another, through this book, you will learn how even if a client is talking through a higher self perspective or some of the angelics are talking, you will learn how each one of those have messages even within your life, as we are all expressions and reflections of one another. True history of the galactic history of the universe through all different forms of these higher self expressions, these different clients of throughout internationally throughout the world didn't know each other, but yet we're able to put this beautiful collaboration together. It goes through an infinite amount of how to self-heal, as well as things that are very sensitive, as the mind lab, as how to weave through the artificial matrix and learning to come out from it into the organic matrix. I am a channel to the galactics, and we channeled furthermore information through this book as well. You will remember your soul through other cells. This in itself is infinitely beautiful, because this is why we fractalize from source itself, so that we can learn from one another, sharing each other's journeys throughout our different incarnations, so that we could grow together. So this is what this book is all about, sharing these beautiful infinite expressions that help you grow in the most profound ways, gaining your sovereignty, gaining your power back, recalling memories long lost within perhaps your memory field, activating your crystalline energies, your crystalline bodies, just as you will fall in love with each one of these different clients, these beautiful souls in these soul journeys. You will also learn to fall in love with yourself, because you, with every wisdom, every knowledge gained through every single session that you will learn how to also self-heal within your etheric, your energy body, your physical body, your infinite soul. You will learn all these different things that we thought were not possible, that you will learn that they are possible. Looking forward to meeting you perhaps in the future through whichever form, whether that is on my YouTube channel, whether it is through any class or certification, through a workshop, through a seminar. Thank you for following your heart to mine. I love you, honor you, and respect you. Thank you.